The wedding was the biggest event of the year on the space station's silver horizon. People from many planets had come to see the grand ceremony. The hall was decorated with shining lights, crystal tables, and floating flowers that changed color. Slowly, everyone was excited, dressed in their best suits and dresses, waiting for the ceremony to begin. Aaron, a young millionaire, stood near the front. He was tall, wearing a black suit that fit him perfectly. People knew him not just for his money but also for his kindness. Still, Aaron felt empty inside. Riches had given him everything except happiness. He looked around at the smiling faces and the beautiful decorations, but nothing touched his heart. Then, something unexpected happened. The music changed. A door at the back opened, and a girl rushed. Inside, she wore a simple silver bridesmaid dress. Her hair was dark and long, flowing like soft silk. Her eyes were calm but deep, like a quiet ocean. She looked nervous as she hurried to join the other bridesmaids, clearly late. People whispered around Aaron. "Who's she? Why is she so late?" But Aaron wasn't listening. His eyes were fixed on her. He felt strange, as if time had slowed down. His heart, which always stayed quiet, now beat faster. He watched her carefully. Unlike the other bridesmaids, she did not smile much. She looked serious, but not sad. There was something peaceful in her face, something he couldn't understand. She stood beside the other bridesmaids. Aaron felt a pull in his heart, like she didn't belong with them, but somewhere else. Somewhere closer to him. The wedding started. The bride and groom exchanged their vows. People cheered, laughed, and clapped. But Aaron could not focus. His eyes kept returning to the mysterious bridesmaid who arrived late. After the ceremony, there was a grand party. Guests danced under floating lights. Robotic servers offered drinks and special food from different planets. Aaron stood quietly in a corner, thinking, "Who is she?" He whispered to himself. He searched with his eyes across the hall until he saw her standing alone near the giant glass window. Outside the window, the stars shone bright. A colorful nebula lit the sky like a painting in space. She stood there silently, watching the endless galaxy. Aaron felt he had to speak to her. He walked towards her slowly. His heart, which never raced before, now beat like a drum. When he stood beside her, she didn't look at him. She continued looking at the stars. "Beautiful view, isn't it?" Aaron said softly. She nodded slowly. "Yes," her voice was gentle. "Not cold, not warm, calm. I'm Aaron," he introduced himself, trying to smile. She looked at him now. Her eyes held no fear, no excitement, just understanding. "Mayra." For a moment, neither spoke. "Are you from Earth?" Aaron asked carefully. "No," Mira replied simply. Aaron was confused. "Then where?" She turned her eyes back to the stars. "Far from here." Aaron didn't understand, but he didn't push for more. "Why were you late today?" he asked kindly. She paused, then said softly, "I was delayed." That was all. Before Aaron could say more, Mira spoke. "You shouldn't be near me." Her words hit him like ice. "Why?" But she didn't answer. She stepped away and disappeared into the crowd. Aaron stood there, feeling something he hadn't felt before, a mix of confusion and sadness, but also a strange hope. Who was Mira? Why did she feel so distant, yet familiar? And why did she warn him to stay away? He knew only one thing now: this was not the end. It was the start. Aaron decided. In that moment, he had to find out the truth. No matter what. The party was in full swing. People laughed, danced, and enjoyed the music. The lights inside the hall sparkled like stars. But Aaron didn't care about any of it. His eyes searched for Mira. He remembered her calm face and her soft voice. Her simple answer kept ringing in his mind. "You shouldn't be near me." Why? What did she mean? Aaron walked slowly through the crowd. People tried to talk to him, but he politely moved away. He wasn't interested in any of them tonight. At last, He saw her again. Mira was standing at the edge of the large viewing deck. The wall in front of her was made of glass, showing the endless space outside. Stars glowed in the distance. A blue nebula shone softly, filling the sky with colors. Aaron took a deep breath and walked towards her. This time, he didn't hesitate. "You're hiding from me," he said softly, standing beside her. Myra didn't turn her head. She kept looking at the stars. "No, I just prefer quiet places," Aaron smiled slightly. "I think you're running from something." Mira was silent. After a moment, she asked, "Why do you care?" "I don't know," Aaron answered honestly. "But I do." She looked at him now, her eyes calm as always. "Feelings are dangerous." "For who, me or you?" he asked. Myra didn't answer. For a few moments, both of them stood silently, watching the stars together. Then Aaron spoke again. "Where are you really from?" Mira thought for a moment. Then she said softly, "A place you've never heard of." "And you never should." Her answer confused Aaron even more. He didn't know whether she was warning him or protecting him. "Why were you late today?" he asked. Mira looked outside again. "Something happened." "What?" "I can't tell." "You? Why not?" She turned to him slowly. "Because it's better if you don't know." Aaron shook his head. "I'm not afraid of the truth." Mira looked into his eyes for a long time. Then she said softly, "Maybe you should be." Her words were heavy, but her voice was calm, almost sad. Aaron felt a strange chill. Yet at the same time, he felt even more drawn to her. "I can help." "You," he said softly. Mira looked away. "No one can." A long silence followed. Aaron didn't know what to say. He had money, power, and connections, but none of that mattered now. He looked at the stars outside, standing beside her, trying to understand her silence. At last, Mira broke the silence. "Do you know what's out there?" she asked quietly. "Stars, planets, life," Aaron replied. She shook her head slowly. "And dangers you can't imagine." Aaron looked at her. "What kind of dangers?" She didn't answer. Suddenly, Mira took a step back. "I shouldn't be here." Before Aaron could stop her, she turned and started walking away. "Mira, wait!" Aaron called, but she didn't stop. She disappeared into the shadows, leaving Aaron standing alone under the starlight. Aaron stood there for a long time, thinking. He had met many people in his life, businessmen, politicians, soldiers, but no one like her. Mira wasn't just mysterious, she was hiding something big. Something that even his money couldn't buy the answer to. For the first time in his life, Aaron felt powerless, but he also felt something else. Hope. He knew she needed help, even if she didn't say it. He looked out at the stars and whispered to himself, "I'll find you, Mira, I promise." The stars shone silently outside the station, but somewhere, far beyond them, something was watching, and danger was closer than Aaron could ever imagine. The next morning, Aaron woke up early. His mind was still filled with thoughts of Myra. He remembered her calm voice, her serious eyes, and her strange words. He couldn't forget what she said. Feelings are dangerous. Aaron was not a man who gave up easily. He had built his business empire from nothing. Now he was ready to use all his power to find Mira. He called his assistant, Leo, a smart man who handled most of his work. "Leo, I need you to find someone for me," Aaron said. "Name?" Leo asked. Aaron paused. "Mira," Leo frowned. "Just Mira." Aaron nodded. Leo looked surprised but said nothing. He simply replied, "I'll start now." Aaron watched as Leo worked on his holographic computer. Names, faces, and data from all over the space station appeared and disappeared. The system searched every guest list, worker list, and travel record. After an hour, Leo shook his head. "Sir, there's no one named Mira registered on this station, not as guest. Not as staff, not even as a visitor," Aaron frowned. "That's impossible. I saw her. She was at the wedding." Leo checked again. this time using hidden databases, private cameras, and station records. Still, nothing. It's like she doesn't exist. Leo said quietly. Aaron stood up and walked to the large window of his office. Outside, ships floated peacefully in space. But his mind was not at peace. Keep searching, Aaron ordered. For how long? Leo asked carefully. Until you find her, Aaron said. Leo nodded and returned to work. Hours passed, evening came. Finally, Leo came to Aaron's office. His face looked serious. Sir, I found something strange. Aaron turned quickly. What? She is not on any guest list. But security cameras did record her face, only once. Leo showed Aaron a blurry image. It was Mira walking through a quiet hallway. Where is this? Aaron asked. This is near the outer area of the station, a place where visitors don't usually go. What was she doing there? Aaron asked himself. Leo looked nervous. That's not all, sir. What else? Aaron asked. Leo hesitated. Then he said, just after this camera recorded her, the system crashed. For 5 minutes, all security cameras in that area stopped working. Aaron's eyes widened. You mean someone turned them off? Leo nodded. It's possible. Aaron's mind raced. Why would Mira go to such a quiet, hidden place? And how did the cameras stop working right after she was seen? She knew she was being watched, Aaron whispered. Leo said nothing. He was waiting for orders. I need to go there, Aaron said. Leo looked shocked. Sir, that's not safe. You don't know what's out there. I don't care, Aaron said firmly. Get my personal guards ready. Leo tried to stop him, but Aaron had already made his choice. He was going to find answers himself. Later that night, Aaron walked through the quiet halls of the outer station. His 2 guards followed behind him. The air smelled different here. It was colder, silent, almost forgotten. Lights flickered as they walked. Aaron reached the place where Mira was last seen. He stood still, feeling something strange. It was like the air itself was heavy. Stay alert, Aaron told his guards. Suddenly, a soft sound came from behind a broken wall. Who's there? Aaron called, but there was no answer. He moved closer. Then he saw it, a strange small device, half hidden in the shadows. It looked like nothing human made. It was silver, smooth, and glowing softly with blue lines. What is this? Aaron whispered. His guards tried to scan it, but their scanners failed. It's not from here, one guard said nervously. Aaron understood. Now Mira was not just hiding. She was protecting something, or someone. His search had just begun, and Aaron knew he was not ready for what he would find next. Aaron stared at the strange device lying in the shadows. Its blue lines pulsed slowly, like a heartbeat. He had never seen anything like it before. It looked smooth, cold, and alive at the same time. His guards looked nervous. Sir, we should leave, one of them whispered, but Aaron shook his head. Not yet. He stepped closer, but just as he reached out to touch the strange object, a sharp voice came from behind. Don't touch it. Aaron froze. He turned quickly. A tall man stood in the shadows. His face was hidden under a dark hood. His voice was calm, but firm. Who are you? Aaron demanded. The man did not answer the question. Instead, he said one thing. Stay away from her. Aaron's eyes narrowed. You mean Mira? The man said nothing. Aaron's guards raised their weapons. Who sent you? Aaron asked, feeling his heart race. The man ignored the weapons pointed at him. He took one step forward. Leave this place. Forget her. If you keep searching, you will not survive. Aaron tried to hide his fear. Tell me why. The man's voice was cold. She is not what you think, and neither are her enemies. Before Aaron could ask more, the man threw a small black sphere to the ground. Smoke exploded instantly. Thick dark clouds filled the area. Stop him. Aaron shouted. But when the smoke cleared, the man was gone. The strange device in the shadows had vanished too. Aaron looked around, breathing hard. His guards searched everywhere, but found nothing. "What now, sir?" One guard asked. Aaron clenched his fists. "She's in danger," he said softly, "and I need answers." The guards exchanged nervous glances but said nothing. They returned to Aaron's private ship. Aaron sat in silence, staring out the window at the endless stars. His mind was not quiet. Who was that hooded man? Why did he warn him? And most of all, why did Mira need protection? Later that night, back in his personal suite, Aaron couldn't sleep. He looked at the stars, thinking of Myra's words again. "You shouldn't be near me." She had warned him too, but Aaron was not a man who gave up. Warnings only made him more curious. Then suddenly, the door alarm rang. Aaron stood up quickly. "Who is it?" he asked. No answer. Slowly he approached the door. His hand hovered near the control panel. His heart pounded. Then he pressed the button. Door slid open, but no one was there, only silence. Aaron stepped out into the hall, looking left, then right. That's when he noticed something on the floor. A small silver coin. He picked it up. On one side, there was a strange symbol, a circle. Within a star, on the other side, only one word was engraved: run. Aaron stood in silence. Someone was watching him. Someone was warning him. And he knew, deep inside, that the real danger was getting closer. But Aaron had already made his choice. He was not going to run. He was going to find Mira. No matter what it cost. The next day, Aaron didn't return to his office. He didn't attend meetings. He didn't care about his business anymore. His mind was full of only one thing. Myra. The warnings, the strange device, the silver coin with the word run. None of it made sense. But he was sure of one thing: Mira was hiding something. And now, so was he. Aaron sat in his room, holding the coin in his hand, thinking. Suddenly, his door alarm rang again. He stood up quickly, ready for another message or warning. But this time, when he opened the door, he saw her. Mira. She stood there, silent, her calm eyes looking into his. "Let me in," she said softly. Without a word, Aaron stepped aside. She walked in slowly, her silver dress moving like soft water. She didn't look scared. She looked tired. When the door closed, Mira turned to him. "You've been searching for me," she said. Aaron nodded. "I had to. I warned you not to." "I don't listen well," Aaron said softly. Mira didn't smile. "Why did you come here?" Aaron asked carefully. Mira looked down for a moment, then said, "Because they're coming." "Who?" She looked up, her eyes serious. "The ones who left the coin." Aaron's heart sank. "Who are they?" Mira was silent for a long time. Then she spoke softly. "I never wanted to tell you, but now I have no choice." Aaron listened, carefully, not interrupting her. "I'm not from any human world," Mira said calmly. Aaron felt cold, but he kept listening. "I was sent here to protect someone." "Who?" Aaron asked. Mira looked into his eyes. "You." Aaron stepped back. "Me? Why?" Myra's voice was quiet but strong. "Your family line is special. Long ago, your ancestors made contact with a race older than humans. They made a promise to protect your bloodline." "Why?" Aaron asked again. "Because your people carry something inside your DNA. Something important. Something others want to destroy." Aaron's mind raced. He didn't understand everything, but he could feel Mira was telling the truth. "And you? You're one of them?" he asked softly. Mira nodded once. "I'm a guardian. I was trained to watch over people. Like you." Aaron shook his head slowly. "I don't feel special." Mira looked sad. "Most don't." "Then who are the ones following me?" Aaron asked. Mira's voice became heavy. "They are called the Shrouded. They're an old enemy. They've been hunting people like you for generations." "And that coin?" "It was a warning," Mira said. They know you're awake now, that you're looking for answers. Aaron sat down slowly, feeling the weight of her words. Why didn't you tell me before? Because it's dangerous to know, Mira whispered. But now you're part of it, whether you like it or not. Aaron looked up at her. Why did you come back to me? Mira looked into his eyes for a long time. Then she said softly, because I don't want to fail. They both sat in silence. Then Aaron stood up. His voice was steady. Tell me how to fight them. Mira's eyes showed surprise for the first time. You want to help me? I don't want to hide, Aaron said. And I don't want to lose. You. Myra looked at him carefully, then nodded slowly. If you help me, your life will never be the same. Aaron smiled faintly. I think it already changed the moment I met you. For the first time, Mira looked less distant. She understood now. Aaron was not just someone to protect. He was someone who had chosen his own path. She reached into her sleeve and pulled out a small, silver cube. Then follow me, she said. Aaron looked at the strange object glowing softly. In her hand, what is that? He asked. Myra's voice was calm but serious. A key. To what? Mira answered in a whisper. To everything. And with that, the two of them disappeared into the shadows of the space station. The real battle was about to begin. Aaron followed Mira through the silent halls of the space station. She moved quickly but carefully, her steps light like a shadow. Aaron didn't ask questions now. He trusted her. After a long walk, Mira stopped in front of a locked metal door. Deep inside the station, no one ever came to this part. It was forgotten. She held out the small silver cube. It glowed brighter. The door opened. Inside, the room was dark and cold. Strange machines stood against the walls. Symbols Aaron didn't understand covered the floor. Myra pressed the cube into a machine. A low hum filled the air. Blue lights flickered. On. This is my base, Mira said softly. Aaron looked around in silence. He could tell this was not human technology. The machines looked smooth and alive, as if they could think. What is all this? Aaron asked. Your protection, Myra answered. Aaron watched as a large screen lit up in front of him. Strange symbols appeared, then turned into a map of space. Mira pointed at a red circle glowing on the map. They're here. Who? Aaron asked. The shrouded. Aaron stared at the red circle. It was close. Too close, Mira explained. They followed you. They know you're awake now. They know you're looking for answers. What do they want from me? Aaron asked. Mira looked at him, her face serious. Your DNA carries a signal. Something ancient, something they fear. Why? Mira hesitated. Then said softly, because your family's bloodline can activate something powerful. Aaron frowned. What do you mean? A weapon, Myra whispered. Or a shield. Aaron felt cold. You mean I'm a key to something? Mira nodded. Yes. Aaron stepped back, feeling overwhelmed. He was just a businessman. He didn't ask for this. I don't understand. Why me? Because you're the last one, Mira said calmly. Aaron looked at her, confused. Last one? Myra's voice was quiet. All others were hunted down. One by one, only you remain. Silence filled the room. Aaron felt the weight of her words. He wasn't just a target. He was the end of a line. And now? He asked. Now, Mira said. They will come for you. Soon. She walked to the screen and touched it. A picture of a black ship appeared. It looked like a shadow in space. This is their ship, Mira said. It is near the station, hidden. Aaron's heart raced. Then we must escape. Mira shook her head. We can't run. Not anymore. Why not? If they catch you, it's over. For you, for your people. Aaron looked at her, confused. But humans have no special power. Mira looked serious. Not yet. But your DNA can unlock a force that humans don't understand. That's why they want to destroy you, before you learn who you really are. Aaron stepped closer. His voice was steady. Then teach me. Mira stared at him for a long moment. She saw no fear in his eyes now. Only determination. She nodded slowly. I will. She opened a panel on the wall and took out a thin, silver bracelet. Wear this, she said. Aaron took it and placed it on his wrist. It tightened softly, glowing faint blue. This will hide your signal. For now. Aaron felt strange energy moving through his body. What's next? He asked. Mira looked at him calmly. Now we prepare for war. But there are only two of us, Aaron said softly. Mira's voice was clear. Two is enough. You are human. I am guardian. Together we fight. Aaron felt no fear now. He nodded. Mira pressed the silver cube again. The map zoomed in. The enemy ship was moving. They're coming, Mira whispered. Aaron looked at her and said, let them. For the first time, Mira smiled. The battle for humanity's future had begun. Aaron stood silently, watching the red mark moving on the map. The enemy ship was getting closer to the station. He knew time was running out. Beside him, Mira worked quickly, setting the machines. Her hands moved fast but steady. She was calm. But Aaron could see something in her eyes now. Fear. Tell me what to do, Aaron said softly. Mira looked at him. When they attack, you stay behind me. I'm not hiding. Mira shook her head. It's not about hiding. You're the key. If they take you, everything ends. I'll fight, Aaron said firmly. You don't know how. Then teach me. Mira looked into his eyes for a long moment. Then she sighed softly. All right. She gave him a small silver blade, light as air. It was not like a normal weapon. The blade hummed quietly, like it was alive. This is not just a weapon. It responds to your thoughts, Mira explained. Aaron held it carefully. What if I fail? Mira looked at him seriously. Then I die, and you die next. Aaron understood. There was no room for fear now. Suddenly, the alarm rang. They're here, Mira said. The map showed the enemy ship entering the station's outer zone. Mira turned off the map. Follow me. Aaron ran after her through the dark halls. They reached a control room near the station's main power core. From here, they could lock doors, control lights, and watch cameras, but the cameras showed only darkness. They've jammed the system. Mira said quietly. How many are coming? Aaron asked. At least 10. 10 against 2? Aaron asked. Mira looked at him. We don't need to win. We just need to survive. Then the lights went out. The station became silent. They've cut the power. Mira pulled out 2 small glowing stones and handed one to Aaron. This will help you see. Soft blue light filled the space around them. Suddenly, footsteps echoed in the hall. Aaron felt his heart race. They're close. Mira stood in front of him, her silver blade ready. I'll hold them here. If I fall, you run. I won't leave you. Mira didn't argue. Then the shadows moved. Black figures appeared in the blue light. They were tall, thin, and wore dark suits that looked like shadows themselves. Their eyes glowed red. Mira attacked first. Her blade flashed like lightning, cutting through the darkness. Aaron watched, amazed. Mira moved like water, fast and smooth. One enemy fell, then 2, but there were more. Mira fought bravely, but Aaron saw her breathing harder now. She was getting tired. One of the shadows moved towards Aaron. Aaron raised his blade. The shadow attacked fast. Aaron blocked without thinking. The silver blade hummed louder, protecting him. He stepped back but didn't fall. Then he attacked. His blade moved faster than he expected. As if it knew what to do, the shadow fell. Aaron felt a strange energy inside him. He understood now. He wasn't weak. He wasn't helpless. He was something more. Mira fought beside him. And together, they pushed the shadows back. After long minutes of fighting, silence returned. The shadows were gone. Mira fell to her knees, breathing hard. Aaron ran to her, holding her. I'm fine, she whispered. You're hurt, Aaron said. She smiled faintly, only a little. Aaron looked at her carefully. For the first time, he saw more than a guardian. He saw Mira, not as someone sent to protect him, but as someone who cared. He whispered softly, "Why do you protect me so much?" Mira looked into his eyes. "Because I chose to." In that moment, Aaron felt something stronger than fear. He felt love, and Mira understood that their bond was no longer just duty, that it was something real. But there was no time to rest. Mira stood up slowly. "This was just the first wave," Aaron nodded. "Then we fight together." Side by side, they walked back into the dark halls. The war was not over, but neither were they.